Okay guys, I figured I would just check into this just a little bit, see if I could swap out the power cord and see any major problems with it. I did look the unit up. This felt is original, so I figure if the felt's original and it looks like that, this was definitely stored in a nice location. The area where the wheel drives, there's barely any marks on it, so I don't know how much use this thing had gotten. Okay, there's the wheel for your motor. Here are your 3 speeds. Here's your drive wheel. Drive wheel has no flat spots on it that I could find. Okay, I'm sure if you use a little rubber rejuvenator, here are your speeds. So there's your actual transmission, which transfers from the motor to this wheel to here to your turntable. Okay, now whether anything works or not is guess at this point. But the tone arm, if you guys could see, it has the stylus on it on both sides. It has 3345 when you flip it, which I did at the place, has the 78. Does lock down. So right there. So from what I'm gathering, it's not missing a knob. There's a push button. What I'm gathering, without even looking into it, that push button is for this adapter to release the buttons to drop another 45 down. So I guess that will be determined. There's the volume, that's the tone, and I'm assuming that's what it is. This is a tube type. If you look in the slit back in here, I don't know if you can see it in there. You probably can't see it because it's dark. The schematic is in there and fully intact. See it in there? So there it is. Road King 805 has already offered to give me caps if I need them for this, which I'm sure they're going to be bad. First I thought that was mouse poop in the corner. It's actually the cord that's coming apart. So what I want to do is I want to take it, I'm going to get the chassis out so I can see what it's going to take to do this cord. Okay. What's the date? I figured the date was in the 50s. I just don't know what the date is. I'm going to see if I can find something on one of the tubes. So, okay guys, we got this cover off. And that's what we're looking at. I got a feeling it's a 58, but I could be wrong, I'm not sure. Not a lot going on there in that little chassis from what you could see up top. You can see some of the tubes underneath the capacitors would be inside the box. But my concern is, where does the cord go? And the cord seems to disappear underneath this, and this is held in with 4 little screws. So it's major surgery. Here we go. Okay, here's the reason you never plug it in. That's all from the cord, and this secures around here. I'm just saying, that's the way it looked. One goes right here, I just snipped it for now, and one goes around somewhere else. So it looks like they changed this, like to run the cord here like it's supposed to be. Leave the wires long and take off the turntable and finish up the wiring. I can't see where the other one goes. So this thing is really clean. No water damage at all. So, okay, we have a new power cord on. Brown, just like the original one. I got a vacuum in here. Hooked up right here. And the other one comes around, and underneath this cover, which you guys can't see, underneath, there's a little metal strap that goes across, and like a wafer, and then a spacer in there. You have to solder the other wire in. So we just have to reattach the turntable to the wood, which is done with these little fiber washers and an E-clip. Okay, we landed in at 90%. Okay, this is how it works. You can see that thing is lit up. That cool. You do that to a bulb. It just glows on the side of it. Tubes are lit. We do have capacitor home. Needle is dead, but the audio circuit works. So it looks like we need a needle and some capacitors, but not much. So I don't know, that thing is still set to 45 for some reason. And that's it. It's dead. It's a shame too, it's the original setup. Oh. There you go. Was that thing wanted to go? No, I guess not. Well, that's it for this installment. We'll get back to this in like